I want to talk about his Dark Materials.
Okay, yes.
So it's on HBO now. I think there's 4 out, 3 out, 4 out. I get them mixed up. But it's basically the story of Lyra, who's this girl. She's about 11 or 12, and there is something special about her. And a lot of people tend to know that there's something special about her, but she does not. No one has ever told her. And her father kind of just dumps her off at this school to be raised by these like scholars. And all of this is taking place in this like weird parallel dimension to ours, where everything is close but not quite the same. And in his Dark Materials, everyone's like soul or spirit, whatever you want to call it, resides in an animal that accompanies the person. And each person's animal, they call them demons, but they don't spell it. It's like D-A-E-M-O-N-S or D-E-A-M-O-N, something like that. But each person's is a different animal, and they can take whatever shape they want, and they can never be parted. And there's this kind of weird steampunky, kind of magic-y stuff that tends to happen instead of technology. They kind of have magic-ish, not a super lot. And there's walking, talking armored bears, which is actually really cool and done really well, I thought, in the show. But there is something special about Lyra. We don't know what it is. She doesn't know what it is, but other people do. And honestly, the first episode was kind of intriguing enough to watch the second one, but I wasn't in love with it. But as it goes, it's really starting to build steam and develop, and I've enjoyed it more and more. But the whole crux of the thing so far is someone is stealing children. Lyra's friend gets stolen, disappears, and there are they don't call them gypsies, but basically there's gypsies, and they live on the river, and a bunch of their children up missing too, and she kind of hooks up with them, and they're going on an adventure to try to find the missing children. And like, I love the steampunky, like, aesthetic, kind of Victorian stuff. There's dirigibles and airships and stuff, and that's so cool. I did find it a little hard to relate to an 11-year-old girl for some reason. As a main protagonist. I don't know what it is. But she is interesting enough, and the girl playing her does a great job of, I buy it, I believe her. And she's kind of helpless. I don't want to say helpless, but
she's an 11-year-old girl.
She's an 11-year-old girl, but as she's kind of discovering, she has something unique about her, and she can do things, trying to be, not spoiler here. And as she kind of develops these things and learns she can do them, she's becoming a little braver and a little bolder, and she's actually really smart, and she gets things going, and she's able to do things other people are not, just through her intelligence and things like that. And I enjoy that, and I think it's worth a watch, if nothing else, just for the aesthetic. Like I said, I love that kind of aesthetic, and the story is good. There's some genuinely like creepy people and creepy moments. The only downside to it really is the fact that everything is a mystery. Her life is a mystery, her parents are a mystery, the world is a mystery, where she's going is a mystery, why they're taking the children is a mystery. Like, there's all these mysteries, and every time there's a show like that, I just get this feeling like, okay, give me an answer.
Any answer to any one of these.
Right, but
then we're going to add 2 more. Okay, we got 2 more questions now.
Made more, not less. But at the same time, like, as that is happening, I also get the feeling, well, if you give me the answers, then that's it.
Yeah.
All right, problem solved. Next show. And so I know they won't do that, but I also know it's based on books, and hopefully we'll have a finite end. And and I did read the books, but my memory is terrible, and I just remember itsy bitsy tiny bits and pieces throughout. It's been like 20 years.
See it again for the first time.
That's right. It's my superpower.
Yeah.
But no, it's on HBO, so you got to pay that HBO money to watch it, and HBO is one of the most expensive streaming services. I think it's $15 something, and used to, I would say it was worth it because HBO was kind of the place good movies go. But their original content is okay. I really do enjoy his Dark Materials. We talked about Watchmen last week, and just I don't know if I can continue that or not.
Well,
and
I know that whether you like their stuff or not, they always spend money to make it.
Yeah.
They always bring for the production value.
And I have been thoroughly impressed actually with pretty much everything I've been watching. So like we talked about The Mandalorian a bunch, and like the production values in that are amazing. His Dark Materials production values are amazing, which I know Mandalorian's Disney Plus.
Yeah,
but even The Watchmen, the production values are really good. TV shows don't look like TV shows anymore,
which is great.
It's cool. I wonder if there's going to be a generation of kids that
like
grow up and don't realize how cheap.
You need to watch
is.
this. What? What is this?
Oh, it looks terrible.
Why is it square?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I think it's pretty good. I think it's worth a watch. But it's one of those, like every episode, it's like, well, time will tell whether this is going to be great or terrible, you know.
Yeah.
But I feel that way after the end of every one. So.
Which I guess as long as you're enjoying the journey, it's okay.
Yeah.
Of course, that happened with Lost, and then, well, that fell off in the end.
Well, I didn't want to make that reference, but I was thinking of it when another mystery and another mystery.
I enjoyed Lost right up to about the last 2 episodes or something. Like when they finally said, and this, oh, why?
And see, that always worries me because you're like the
hoping
end,
that's not how it's going to go. Yeah.
Well, the end is the payoff. You watch all these episodes for that end, for that resolution.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, and then then there's just like yeah,
you just dropped it.
And then, so that's always kind of worrying. So I guess I have that apprehension while watching.
That might actually be a good top 10 list of things that had an amazing first like 3/4, and then they just the end. I don't know what you'd call that. Just
folded like a flan in a cupboard.
Fair enough.